Hi, it's Tammy. I am in my element, literally my Honda element. I have been sharing episodes with you over the past few weeks if you've been following along. Today is going to be a video that I'm going to share about a do-over, what a do-over is and how we can use it to our advantage. The video I'm going to show you today is not this recording. I'm going to just kind of splice it together. It's a video that I recorded about a month or so ago, and I have watched it a few times, and each time it makes my heart heavy. And it's me talking, because I remember that day was a heavy day. It was a tough day, and you can see that on the recording, and I've really hesitated to post it because it's not me at my best. Now, I mean, I am recording these in my car before and after work, no makeup done. This is just how I roll. Sometimes my hair is back, sometimes it's down. This is what I look like every day, disheveled or not, in my car, just sharing things as they come up. As they bubble up, I'm sharing them with you. So that particular day, it was a weekend, and it was a tough weekend. I was in a lot of pain, and my family lives far away from me. I should say I live far away from them. And just like heaviness of not being able to get out and go and be active and distract myself from the heaviness of feeling sad, feeling lonely, and then feeling discouraged because I wasn't well enough to move enough to do anything except, grab a couple groceries, feed myself, and really just, it was a low functioning weekend. My executive function was not executive. So that's the video you're going to see, and it's me talking about one of my strategies of coping with mistakes and self-judgment and things like that. I think that day, I don't know what I was, sort of judging myself about, but you really, if you experience sort of persistent pain, or if you have fatigue, or just life is very stressful, that like when things get to be a lot, then we can tend to spiral, and I kind of tend to spiral, get a little bit down the rabbit hole of thinking negative thoughts and thinking about all the things I ever did wrong and all that kind of stuff. And then I try to employ my strategies of like, okay, what can I do here to reframe this? What do I normally do? What works? And so I think that day I was like, sort of like, what's a thing I've done in the past that works to kind of pull me out of this funk, and then that inspired the in my element that day. So this is me. You're gonna see me all hunched over, very small, very sort of close, sad looking posture. It really shows in my body language and all that kind of thing. And you can even see that my hand is in front and I'm very, very closed off. So just lots of telltale signs that I was not doing as well that day. But I've decided to share that with you because I feel like that's real. And anybody who's watching these in my elements who is also experiencing difficulty, whatever that might be, whether that's pain or fatigue, or if really it's just life is hard. And I want you to know that you're gonna get a lot of my like, oh, this is my information and bright and happy and that kind of stuff. But this one is not that. This one is me in a really rough day. So have a watch, and I hope it speaks to you and helps you in some way. I'm wondering if anybody out there feels like they have a hard time letting go of guilt from mistakes, hard time sort of like giving ourselves permission to accept that we made mistakes. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I wanted to share some of my thoughts today about something that my big sister told me a few years ago. I was venting about mistakes I had made, guilt I had over it. I just was really, really bogged down in that, feeling of just like, I can't believe, I'm still making these mistakes. It's like, what do I do? And, I really was just not giving myself permission to move forward. To me, it felt like I was letting myself off the hook for something I needed to be punished for. There's a big therapy reveal right there. But what she said to me right in the middle of that, and I so appreciate it, she goes, "What about a do-over?" And I was like, What? What do you mean a do-over?" And she's like, "Well, like when you're kids and you're learning something, everybody's playing a game, and somebody makes a mistake and they yell do-over, and they get to do their turnover. Their turn, didn't count. They get to do it again. And then when they succeeded, that counts as their turn." And I was like, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. And so I started to embrace the do-over. So sometimes it's just a mental do-over. And sometimes, I make a do-over like repeatedly. I'm like, oh, do-over. And so whether it's negative thoughts or if it's, just judgment on myself, I'm really, really hard on myself. Sometimes I stop and I go, okay, do-over. It gives me that permission to just like stop and kind of, all right, I get to have a do-over. And maybe that helps you. Maybe that resonates with you as a little strategy to let yourself have permission to move forward and to not just kind of get stuck in this high expectation we have of ourselves, and that it has to be perfect, and we're not allowed to make mistakes and stuff like that. So let's embrace the do-over, whether it's playing hopscotch or learning double dutch skipping, or if it's you've responded poorly to someone or you've made a poor choice. We all do that. So let's give ourselves some do-overs.